Hi, thanks for taking time to view my video. I am Coach Adrien. As I have always said before, my clinics are tailor-made to help you make everyday choices that will make you happy. Although we have become a global community, there are still some niggling issues that continue to divide us as a people. This is why I thought it's important for us from time to time to remind ourselves of who we are. Our issue in this clinic is the often repeated statement, we are one people. What are the underlying messages in this declaration? I have come up with four. One, it says to me that all people desire to be treated with love and compassion and with respect and dignity. Secondly, all people, irrespective of gender, stature, appearance, skin color, class, social status, family connection, geographical location, privileges, disadvantages, peculiar circumstances, and social labeling are human beings. And as human beings have the same hope and aspirations. Thirdly, it is also saying to me there is perhaps an incomprehensible, sacred mental and emotional tie that binds all humankind as one large extended family. And fourthly, additionally, I thought in many cases, the pronouncement, we are all one people, is a suggestive, inquiring question. Why is it that we are all human beings, but are treating one another so badly? This is why in this coaching clinic, we investigate, as I stated before, the often heard declaration, we are one people. The United Nations Commission on Human Rights said we are simply too divided as a global people. And my research identified three key developments. One, in 1948, the UN ratified the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. And the principle of equality reads, all human beings are born free and equal in dignity and rights, end of quote. Development number two. Since 1979, the UN has celebrated March 21st as International Day for the Elimination of Racial Discrimination. And this year, that is in June 2021, in its landmark report, which laid out cases for more than 60 countries, the UN Commission for Human Rights called on all countries all over the world to end discrimination, to end violence, and to end systemic racism. So what do we learn about the issue under discussion? Unfortunately and lamentably, despite the great advances we have made in education, communication, in transport, in trade, in hospitality, sports, and leisure, we are still struggling with issues such as gender, equality, the sacredness of life, fairness, and justice. Despite the advances that we have made, we are still struggling with the basic issues, some of the basic issues that make us happy as a people. Did you know that the Bible teaches one people, one race, and one blood? Yes, it does. And I'm citing two references. One, the book of beginnings, I'm talking about the book of Genesis, and I'm quoting Genesis chapter 1, verse 27, says, God created man in his own image. In the image and likeness of God, he created him. Male and female, he created them. Secondly, the early Christians, and I'm quoting Acts chapter 17, verse 26. The early Christians, the original messengers of the Christianity of Jesus Christ, they taught, and I'm quoting from Acts chapter 17, verse 26, from one man, he, God, made all nations that they should inhabit the whole earth. I like that. So what is the breaking news? The breaking news is God is creator. He made every man, woman, and child. And the second breaking news is that black or white, everyone reflect God. Now here are two lessons in sociology. The first one, and that answers to the issue we raised at the beginning. There is indeed a higher than human mind can comprehend, a divine spiritual root that binds all mankind as one infinitely large extended family. I love that. We are all connected. Secondly, and that is the joy, all people, irrespective of gender, irrespective of stature, irrespective of appearance, irrespective of skin color, class, social status, family connection, irrespective of where they come from, irrespective of privileges, disadvantages, are all created by God with the same identity, with the same dignity, and with the same rights and privilege. Love it, I love it. But one might ask, and I'm sure many persons are asking that, after so many years of formal and informal education, how does one live happily in such mixed society? Yes, this is a great inquiring question. Solomon says, and I'm quoting Proverbs chapter 23, verse 7. Solomon says, as a man thinks in his heart, so is he in behavior. As a man thinks in his mind, so is he in behavior. So Solomon and the Bible teaches that it all starts in the mind. It is the mind that needs changing. If the mind changes, the man changes. The very moment we fully accept the brotherhood of mankind, we start to eliminate from our thinking and our behavior whatever false notion of race and ethnicity that justifies enslavement, racial stereotypes, racial discrimination, inequality in all its forms, and violence in any form. Just check it out. Wherever and whenever in their day-to-day interaction, a community demonstrates love, compassion, support, and respect for one another, people enjoy access to necessities of life. Check it out. Google it. Check any region, any people. As long as people begin to live with respect and love for one another, it eliminates all the barriers and the separation. So what does the declaration "we are one people" says to us? It says, in everything, do to others as you would have them do unto you, according to Jesus in Matthew chapter 7. Secondly, you are to love your neighbor as yourself, according to Jesus in Mark chapter 12. So if we go back to our roots, if we go back to our roots like God, people, irrespective of who they are seen and interacted with as loving people. And we always end our clinic by reminding ourselves of the two principles that help us make happy choices. The first one is from William Penn. Wrong is wrong, even if everyone is doing it. And right is right, even if no one is doing it. The other one is like unto it. Truth is truth, even if no one believes it. And a lie is a lie, even if everyone believes it. And as always, finally, we end with a word to the wise. Our word to the wise comes from Peter, another close disciple of Jesus Christ, who tells us how to make the world a happy place. And I'm quoting 1 Peter chapter 4 and verse 8. Peter said, above all, love each other deeply, because love covers a multitude of faults. Love never fails. Love covers a multitude of faults. Thank you. Let us connect. Connect with me via WhatsApp, 1-869-668-9752, or via email, peter@coachadrien.com. Remember to look out for a new video posted on my YouTube channel, on Facebook, on Twitter, and LinkedIn on the 14th day and the 20th day of each month. Thank you for viewing. Please subscribe and like my video. Let's make this world a happy place. Bye-bye.